At the D23 Game Showcase, new DLC was announced for LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. Along with the new version of the game, it was announced that there would be 6 more character packs. Now, I loved the first 7 character packs. It was a great way to add spin-off characters to the game, and at this point, some of these spin-off characters are so iconic, it just wouldn't make sense to leave Din Djarin, Jyn Erso, and the Bad Batch out of the ultimate LEGO Star Wars experience. During the showcase, they revealed 3 characters that will be added to the game: Reva from Obi-Wan Kenobi, Captain Rex from the Clone Wars, and Cassian Andor from the upcoming show Andor. After the reveal, some more images surfaced revealing the 6 new packs: Obi-Wan Kenobi, Andor, the Book of Boba Fett, the Clone Wars, Rebels, and Summer Vacation. They said these packs will add more than 30 characters to the game, and we only know 3 of them. So in this video, I want to guess the other characters. So pack by pack, I will go through and say how many characters I guess will be in each pack and who those characters are. So let's start with Andor. Is an interesting scenario for me. I've only seen the original teaser and I still haven't seen the other trailers, and I intend on keeping it that way. For Andor, I'm going in blind just for the fun of it, so I have no clue who any of the characters are besides, well, Cassian Andor. So after looking up the cast, I'll just do the first 5 people. First off, of course, Cassian Andor. We have already seen his model. Next up is the only character besides Cassian I feel 100% certain on, Luthen Rael. He appears in the Andor set, so he already has a figure, so he'll most likely also be included. And the other person to appear in the Andor set, Cyril, who seems to be one of the antagonists. And the other antagonist, Dedra Miro, will also probably be included. And lastly, Bix Colleen. Sure. Kenobi should be pretty easy. I'll do 6 characters for Kenobi. First off, the man himself, but which version? There are 2 versions in the set, the blue shirt version from episodes 1 and 2, then his brown robe version from episode 3. And then in the show, he also wore dark Jedi robes in episode 4 through 6, and in episode 6, he wore more light Jedi robes seen in some comics. Definitely not the last one. It's awesome, but doesn't appear in the set and has such little screen time. I would love to get the dark Jedi robes version, but I feel like we'll get the episode 3 attire, which is still pretty neat. Next up is Reva, who is already confirmed. Leia had a huge part in the show, so I'll include her. This is a fantastic opportunity to include the Grand Inquisitor, since the Rebels pack will be absolutely packed, and he did appear in the sets. Taladurith, of course. I prefer episode 5 outfit since it set her apart from other Imperial officers. And lastly, Fifth Brother. He doesn't have a huge role, but I'd say he was important enough to be included, and he did appear in the sets. I know from the Clone Wars pack, everyone wants all these iconic clones, Fives, Jesse, on, but I realistically can't see this. I feel like they will include characters from Season 7 since it's the most recent season. I'll do 5 characters for Clone Wars. First off, of course, Rex, who looks fantastic. Next up, Ahsoka, specifically her Siege of Mandalore appearance. It appeared in a set, so it's an obvious choice. Maul, once again, a Siege of Mandalore appearance. Already a figure and quite an important character. The 332nd Company Trooper also appeared in a set and was pretty prevalent. And lastly, Gar Saxon. He had awesome armor and also played a prominent role, and of course he was in a set too. Rebels was unexpected for me, but I'm glad they're doing Rebels. I'm giving Rebels a whopping 7 characters, and even then, I'm leaving a big one out. Narrowing down 7 was tough. Obviously, the main crew needs to be here. Ezra Bridger, Kanan Jarrus, Sabine Wren, Zeb, and Hera. Sorry, Chopper, but I really want these other 2 characters. Of course, Grand Admiral Thrawn, who will appear in the upcoming Ahsoka show and is a really prevalent villain in the show. And then Ahsoka. I just really want more Ahsoka variants. I'll understand if Rebels Ahsoka isn't added, but I really want her. I'll do 6 characters for the Book of Boba Fett. Rearmored Boba already appeared in the Mandalorian Season 2 pack, leaving really 2 choices for him: his undersuit or his Tusken Raider robes, and I feel like I don't even need to finish that thought. I would love to see his Tusken robes in the game, along with him wielding his gaffy stick. Next up, Black Chrysanthemum, such an awesome character. Next up, everyone's favorite character, some of the mods. The obvious picks are Drash, the female ringleader, and Scad, the male ringleader that everyone hates because he did a spin. Cad Bane, of course. He's another iconic Star Wars character, so he most definitely needs to be here, and he did play a prominent role in the show. And lastly, another Mando variant. Basically the same as the one in the game, but now with the jetpack, the Darksaber, and a small blaster, much like Moff Gideon. I get why they probably won't include him. I mean, he'd look nearly identical to his pre-existing variant, but I still think it would be awesome. And lastly, Summer Vacation, which I'll do 6 characters for. Finn, Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine, and Obi-Wan all in their vacation outfits. Ben Solo, and lastly, Weird Al, who's in the special for some reason. It'd be a weird inclusion, but this pack is weird to begin with, so I guess it'd fit. I haven't seen the special yet, but based on the poster, these characters seem like obvious picks. And those are my predictions and wishes for the 6 upcoming character packs in LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. That's a total of 35 characters, and I'd love to see all of them added to the game. I loved when new character packs were released earlier this year. It was fun coming home from school and roaming around with them, trying out all their abilities, so I'm very much looking forward to these packs, even if some of these picks aren't included. But regardless, thanks for watching. If there are any characters that I didn't include that you would like to see, drop a comment. I'd love to see what other people think should be added. And again, thanks for watching and have a fantastic day.